What's going on, everyone? I'm Skits, and today's video is a little different than usual. I am doing a promotion video for one of my favorite artists. They've been helping me out a lot, and I wanted to repay them by making this video. You guys already know them by Maddie, but I wanted to show off their emotes as well as other things to make sure you guys know her and everything else. So here we got actually my here's my point. So we got a bunch of stuff here. These are all the emotes. Every single one of these is made by Maddie. She did an amazing job with them. I very much appreciate everything that she does. Um, you're wondering why I'm stationary right now with a VTube avatar. It's because my camera decided to die on me earlier today, so we're rolling with this. But if you guys want to make commissions, you can always go to the newly created. Oh, I'm dragging myself. Oh, no. Ever. More so that way I'm not in the way. There we go. Okay. Here, here is my ticket channel. Basically, you can make commissions now, and it will go straight to me, to the personal artist. That way, we don't get too confused on everything that's happening. If you want to know where this one, link in the description, you can go to my Discord server. Everyone is welcome. But now it's time for the Discord. This is Maddie, right here. She's been working with me for a long time, like I said. This is her Discord if you guys ever want to add her. Her DMs are open. Like I said, it goes easier if you go through the ticket method, but either way is good. Right here, this this right here is her Twitter, so that way you guys know. She does a lot of stuff. Uh, New account with graphics designing, merging creativity, yada yada yada. She's very very talented. As you can see, she's very talented. I thought I should share that. If you could also, she didn't make this VTube avatar. I got another one being made, but what she did make, she made. Oh. She made this. Well, she didn't. She made all like the border and stuff like that. The character as well. I made the lettering right here. She made everything else. I kind of made it into a just chatting screen because this was supposed to be like my main border, but he kind of yeah. I tried to make it work. I might try to do a little better of a job, but at least I tried. I made it into a just chatting screen, and I think it looks amazing, personally. Um, yeah, the ending screen. Also, what Maddie made. She made the lettering on this one. This is also one of my favorite characters called Ichigo Kurosaki. Um, I love it to death, honestly. It's amazing. And we also have Be Right Back. Basically all the same, just different levels. Except for gaming. As you can see, I'm playing some Genshin Impact right now. This is my... Oh, probably be better. So I'm playing some Genshin. I'll make a little video on it. This is my little dragon that I've personally made with dragon pets. The border I've personally made right here. What she made is the border for my avatar, not the background, just a like little border. She made the chat. She made this lovely piece of art, as well as she made this right here. And a bunch of others like it. And finally, we have one other thing. This. I've made the timer, but she made this, the dragon and the wolf, Ichigo Kurosaki in the middle. I've really, really liked this. I love it to death. We do have VTuber avatar in the makes, and I won't spoil too much about it. But I thought I would make this little video to help her out as well as grow better for myself and her. We're I don't know. This is one-sided for right now because I haven't asked her or anything. But she's probably going to watch this video anyways. I'm going to consider us partners. And we're best as friends. We've been working together for a while now. And I am personally making her my personal artist. I have no other artists, let me tell you. I can tell you this as a full truth. A lot of artists have been reaching out to me, and I've been denying all of them, trying to stick true to Maddie. And I probably forever will because she does an amazing job. She does good discounts, amazing discounts actually. Actually, she does amazing payment methods. It does not matter how much money you make or if you make basically $10 or some things like that. She will do payment methods for you that helps her out. She's looking for a lot of commissions. She needs them. And I'm here to help her out with it. So if you ever want a commission done, go ahead, join my Discord server, make a ticket about it. We'll help you out. I'm helping her as well. Hell, she's even inspiring me to get back into doing what I used to do. Because I used to love the draw before I stopped for 2 years and lost all my talent. I'm getting it back. I'm gonna help her out as much as I can. But yeah, thought I'll make this little video on it. It's probably going to be too long for most things, but I guess let's make it a little longer. Why not? Let's just start out with this. Show her the respect that you would show me. She deserves a lot.
I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit.
Her talent, I can't say her talent's like no other, but from what I understand, she's the best for payment methods. She does an amazing job for her art style. So please go check her out at least.
I really thought the chance had passed me by.
Even give her a follow as well as me.
Ooh, is that lady the owner of Chioria Boutique?
I'm a woman of my word. If I say I can do something,
well, let's get into the gameplay and enough little
chatting. Is to always keep your promises. Now, remember to not fold the gown or store it under direct sunlight. I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding. But from the look on your face, I can tell that may be a little difficult for you.
Oh, I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw is gonna drop straight to the floor.
Are you here to check out the offerings?
Sure are. Oh, Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. You're Miss Chiori, the owner—
That's right. Oh, Navia told me about you. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Oh, we've heard a lot about you, too. Chioria Boutique is super famous in Fontaine.
Well, I appreciate the recognition. Is there anything you're looking for exactly?
Hey, Paimon's not a kid.
Oh, that. Well, if news of the event has reached your ears, I suppose the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd call fun, but it certainly always attracts a crowd. It's a fashion extravaganza that only takes place once a year, after all.
Will you be showing off some of your designs, too?
Of course. All designers at the Court of Fontaine use the week to advertise their brand. If you're lucky, you could even land a large amount of orders as soon as the main show ends. Come to think of it, it was also at a previous fashion week that our label first took off.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now? People will still buy your clothes even if you don't participate this year, right?
Yeah, that's not quite how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style, the fashion industry also strongly values a label's artistic vision and creative direction. Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new designs for the year? In the end, fashion is just a representation of the spirit of the times. People support your brand because they support the vision it represents.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion's more complicated than Paimon thought. All that complicated stuff aside, you're saying we'll be able to see new Chioria designs at the show?
Absolutely. The designs have already been finalized. I'm just waiting for the fabrics to arrive.
Ooh, are you using materials you can't get in Fontaine?
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics. The textures are pleasant to the touch, and their familiarity gives me a sense of security.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's that feeling of home.
Something like that. Yes.
We're a long way from Inazuma, though. Aren't you concerned that your shipment might get lost or stolen along the way?
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely. I've entrusted the job to Komani Express's most reliable courier.
Excuse me. Coming through. Chiori, your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm really sorry.
Deep breaths, Kirara, then start again.
Huh? And you're with customers as well? Oh, jeez. I've really kept everyone waiting. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
These two are the Traveler and Paimon. With how well traveled you are, you've probably heard of them already. And this is Kirara, Star Courier of the Komania Express. She's a Nakamata in case you were wondering about the tales.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. And
Basically a thing of
I know I'm
think
late,
of it
but
as a
if an
kitsune,
opportunity
but
arises
as a
in the future,
cat instead of a
I still hope
fox.
you'll choose Komania Express.
So, what was the holdup? Sailing delays, bad weather?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble, that's all.
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders?
Well, I didn't run into anyone exactly.
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
Alright. I was stopped by a group of bandits as soon as I entered Fontaine. They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear them mumbling about Komania Express. It was obvious they were looking for someone with two tails.
So it was a targeted hit?
I got the sense that they were actually targeting Chiori's goods.
My fabric shipment?
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they'd stuff me into my delivery box and toss me into the sea to drown.
Oh, are you okay, Kirara?
Oh, I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all. I turned them over to the guards. It just took me a while to round them all up.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted. But it still doesn't make sense how you knew it was my goods they were after. You've got other deliveries to make in Fontaine, don't you? Is there something else that you're keeping from me?
Huh?
Perhaps I need to reconsider how many stars to give you in my review.
You always know how to get me, Chiori. Alright, I'll talk. So, I kinda wanted to know why anyone would order a hit on me, so I spent a bit of time investigating. One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that a certain person had commissioned them to intercept Chioria Boutique's delivery.
And who might this person be?
Chiori, why don't we just let this one go? I mean, I didn't really get injured, and you still—
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara, but if I don't teach this person a lesson, I doubt they'll stop here.
So hard to pick the perfect.
Any chance you're on the clock, officer?
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that. Oh? And who are these two?
So you came too? Allow me to introduce you. These two are the Traveler and Paimon. This officer over here is Shavras, captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol? You mean that organization where everyone carries a musket?
Well, I wouldn't say everyone on the patrol uses a musket. I just happen to have formed a platoon made up mostly of musketeers.
Whoa, Chiori, Paimon didn't know you went so far back with such a cool person!
It's nothing. In my line of work, it's not uncommon to run into some trouble every now and then, and she's helped me get out of a few sticky situations. In return, I've helped her take care of some things that you could say aren't exactly in her purview as the captain of the Special Patrol, and that's how we got to know each other.
It's nice to meet you both. I have to say, your reputation precedes you. So, did something happen?
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me.
I only ever hear that phrase from you. Usually I'm the one asking people to do that.
Well, are you coming?
Not before I know what you're planning.
Have I ever made a bad call?
The better question is, Have you ever made one that didn't violate proper procedure?
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits to mug my friend. I'm about to go teach him a lesson.
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the Special Patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report a case or turn yourself in for one.
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so I don't do anything too out of line.
Are you planning to?
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow.
I guess that's one way to get out of a situation.
Just
Let's go.
promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that. This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a chat with him.
You know, Chevraz, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work.
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol needs her help quite often as well. We've got tough problems of our own. The uniform, the musket, they're intimidating. Most people clam up the minute they see us. Lips sealed so tight, getting them to talk almost feels like trying to break into the fortress of Maripede. But put them in a clothing boutique,
But
and
that's
they suddenly
easy.
start gushing faster than...
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but want to talk up new developments in their lives or show off how much they know about other people. And nothing brings out that sort of vanity quite like fashion. As a result, Shiori often picks up on all kinds of information in her shop. Most of her customers are members of the upper class, which means they're pretty much up to the gills in wealth and intel.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours.
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who make trouble for her also tend to be rich and powerful. And in some very rare cases, I'm forced to protect other people from Chiori herself. So, who got on her case this time?
Oh, so this is what happened.
Huh? Uter, you say?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already. He's fond of pretty much every dirty trick in the book. I heard that even the Maison Gardiennage issued him a warning due to his behavior. So he's back at it, huh? His funeral, I guess.
Whoa, what's this about a funeral all of a sudden?
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Sure, but...
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I just talked about.
I guess that's one way.
What are you doing? Stay away from me!
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again. It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again, you can expect a far less pleasant landing next time.
Ahem. Chiori.
Officer, an assault's in progress! Please, officer, you've got to do something!
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, I was chatting with this traveler and seemed to have missed what happened. Not to worry, though. If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing in there that would implicate you in any illegal activity, I would hope.
Forget it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging in such disorderly conduct in the future, especially out in the open like this.
Apologies, officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
You...
Is there anything else either of you have to say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely hope that today's events will never happen again.
We'll see about that.
I hope you don't see about that because you got thrown faster than any paper airplane I've seen.
Flying out like that!
You're too kind.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What happened to not doing anything too out of line?
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I said. And I think I kept to that. I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse. If anything, he kept running his mouth with insults and threats.
Insults and threats so bad that he deserved to be tossed out like a sack of trash?
Believe it or not,
I don't think
they
a
were
sack
that bad.
of trash
He
will be
deserved to
thrown
get
out
knocked
that
down a
easily.
peg. It's the only way to get him to stop.
You got thrown out
could
like a
have
stuffed animal
reported him
being
to the
punted by a
Oh, I will.
baseball bat.
But it'll
Honestly,
take some time for them to gather evidence. And he
That was a
denied that he
home
ever had
run
anything
on,
to do with those
like-
bandits. I don't
That's
want
how
anything
light
else to
she
happen
threw
during
him.
Fontaine Fashion Week.
he must not
On
eat
top of that,
a single
If
thing for
Kirana
how
is going
light
to
he
continue
is.
delivering goods for me, the least I can do is guarantee her safety. Oh, that reminds me. There is another favor I'd like to ask of you today.
Another
what a shame.
favor.
I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the day.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking an advance on tomorrow's quota then.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
I always pay you back in information, don't I? It's just like you said. You scratch my back, and I scratch yours.
Questions? Very many.
Windblade!
Hit that little speed boost. Oh, it's up. Oh, well, I went the wrong way. How am I out of stamina already?
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
Run fast as you can. I can't sing this copyright. I'm just kidding. Meow.
We're back.
You were gone for an awfully long time. Oh, please tell me nothing bad happened.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone in Fontaine messing with your deliveries again.
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. Those greedy bandits are to blame, along with a certain someone who doesn't know when to lay off the petty tricks. The next time you need to leave the city, call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rosula can take the second half. With that sort of escort, the next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods.
Good one, Chiori.
I'm being serious. You know me. If I bring something up, you can assume it's already a done deal.
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily training tomorrow. As for Navia, I'll give her a heads up in a bit.
There's really no need. I'm just a simple courier. I don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of armed guards.
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to Fontaine. It's just a one-off thing, for my own peace of mind. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then...
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should...
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say suppliers are super important.
But of course, they supply us designers with funding, equipment, factory access. You have to work with them if you want to become a truly renowned fashion house. That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear. I can't help but brag about them to my customers whenever I get the chance.
Even so, I would imagine there are still people who've never heard of the Chioria brand, yes?
Well, I mean, with the amount of places that I deliver to, it's only natural that some people from other nations haven't heard of it.
Then it's still not famous enough. My goal is to make the Chioria brand renowned throughout all of Teyvat.
All of it? Your
Conria,
business would have
not
to get
Teyvat,
pretty
anyways.
huge then.
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Chioria branch on the continent to get my
Well,
clothes fixed?
used to be Conria until the Raiden Shogun decided to just swing her sword and split almost every
Alternatively,
island
of
to
course,
two, and it
could just
became
be a bit more
Teyvat.
careful with them. They're
Okay, I'll admit, they do get
All
snagged
because
on
an
branches pretty
overgrown
often,
lizard bit her.
But I can't help it.
Well, not really
It's hard
bit
to
her,
be
but
careful about that sort of thing
decided
when
to
you're
fight
trying
her.
to take a nice nap in a tree.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do to help out with Fashion Week?
I'm sure I could think of something.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me? Simply put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it!
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the designs.
Sounds easy enough.
No need. We've already booked the models for that. If you like them, though, feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything catches your eye. I'll even give you a special discount.
Ooh, sounds great! Paimon was just starting.
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and I don't know. Paimon here will show off some kids' designs. I'll see you both tomorrow then.
Yep, sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you already, she's not a little kid.
You know, for once I agree with Paimon. She's not a little kid. She's a god that should be thrown off a cliff. In game, of course. But I mean, she never lets the Traveler talk. She's always talking. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why Leveling Waves is kind of better at it, but I like Genshin's story. It's amazing. One of my favorite story quests. Where? Oh, inside.
Chiori, we're here!
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
Earlier the better.
Has Kirara left already?
Yep, with the special patrol. Bright and early.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The patrol makes for quite the entourage. The way they marched forward with Kirara in the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey. I even heard that Navia decided out of the blue to make a batch of macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara. An excellent souvenir to remember Fontaine by, I'd say.
Sounds like Navia really got into it.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier. I'm pretty sure she can't wait for another escort opportunity to come her way.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit from my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
It's like finding
No,
the
I really
perfect brand
can't,
ambassador,
honestly.
huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes. People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Fashion is about more than just looks, my dear. Well, would you look at the time?
Oh yeah. Come on, let's get down to business. We're here to model.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits.
Set them up. How?
Just carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their types and styles. This way, we can guarantee that the customers will see something different every day.
Whoa, there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
Not really.
Well then,
But
I'll
there
leave it
is,
this way,
depending
Steve.
on the style and what store you go to, yes.
So, we just need to put all the clothes with similar styles together, right?
Moto. Whatever the hell that is. And it doesn't. They don't match.
Not bad. You might just have an eye for design. Anyway, let's over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently?
Not too bad.
Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball. Or did you come here today because you'd like to make a new request, perhaps?
Oh, no. Nothing like that, Miss Chiori.
Cancel your order.
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials you've already used.
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne? Have your plans changed? It's all right. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancellation.
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
She's lying. I'm guessing she's being forced to do
Is
this.
it just Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange just now?
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel, no one to take you to the ball. I've pretty much heard it all. Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work.
That's true. Come, let's pick up where we...
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return this item.
Oh, could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking. You said I could get a refund if I wasn't satisfied, so...
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short, or is the color too dark?
No need. You don't have to concern yourself with that. I'd just like that refund, please.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your dissatisfaction.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come and return my clothes. What is going on?
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a bunch of dirty criminals.
Please calm down, sir.
What is he talking about?
Haven't you heard? Chioria Boutique has been exposed for having close ties with criminals. It's all over the papers.
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't they?
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved there's nothing wrong with them. If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and hand over your garments right now. Spare yourself from that flood of yours. Or have you not been convinced of that one just yet?
You...
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. We'll refund them at the purchase price.
Alright.
And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the day.
Got it.
Chiori.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. No need to worry about them. I'm sure they'll go away on their own in a few days. The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week. The best response right now is to tune it out and focus on finalizing my designs.
If you say so, but Paimon still can't help but worry.
That's
The best way
why
to respond to
you
public
don't know
skepticism
anything,
is to
Paimon.
let your work speak for itself. There will be no doubt about the quality of my work once my new designs are released. The public just has to see it for themselves.
Miss Chiori, bad news!
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work? Go on. What's the matter now?
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us during Fashion Week.
What? No accessories? Not even the ones we pre-ordered?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Even the suppliers believe those nasty rumors.
Is the messenger still here?
No, they've already left.
So, no accessories means...
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread, all the elements that lend life and soul to my design.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be...
Alaf, you stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier knows there's nothing wrong with your clothes.
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
I bet you already know who is doing this, honestly. That's kind of far.
By the way, we really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners.
Who is it?
Venger, it's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Straightforward as always, I see.
And when has following convention ever gotten me anywhere? Why?
Have you read the papers today?
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe that's something you should consider as well.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird. And most days I never even read the others.
So, these rumors. The Steambird was the one that published them?
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate fashion tabloids.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them.
You would think that. But this time is different. Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how I first learned of the rumors.
Every house?
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Shio.
What sort of photo?
A photo of you beating up someone on the street yesterday.
Yesterday? Wait,
Ucher again.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
Let's see this. Something weird.
behind the scenes, the true Chioria boutique takes shape. Relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chioria brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top. giving hope to the evildoers among us that wrongdoing can still prevail, provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty.
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you to be the clear aggressor.
Yeah, he was the one who started it, that little...
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon, but it can't be helped now.
That's right. The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort. They even dug up the fact that my father once served time in the fortress of Meripede.
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. Once tainted, it can never be washed clean. They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you. People...
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes. But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth is practically an exercise of futility.
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider?
If I were younger, I might have said yes. But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I've got the family business to consider now. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this, but my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week, and I don't want her implicated in all of this. She doesn't deserve to be swarmed by all that negative publicity.
I understand.
Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake. Let this Fashion Week go. There's always next year. You just need to wait for all of this to blow over.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's gotten you?
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my success?
Well, fair enough. Then I suppose all there's left to say is best of luck. As for the models, none of them wanted to be implicated in all of this either.
Understood. Take care.
So,
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old designs.
how could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with violent criminals.
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not. It's about echoing the loudest voice in the room.
This is true.
I should have seen it from the beginning. Uter knows me too well. Everything that happened yesterday was just a
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler, Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry excuse for an article?
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Unfortunately, not all papers in Fontaine share our same sense of journalistic integrity. Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless slander. I was just about to find some people to interview so that I can write an article to refute all those claims. If there's one thing I can't stand...
That's great! With your help,
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the kind of person that article... She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite. Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Alof told me you were all together.
She was just here.
Because you
maybe
kept
she
on
went over
talking,
there?
Paimon.
Let's go check.
I know exactly where she went.
If you ask me, I think Chiori Boutique is done for.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their...
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before. Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure.
Oh no, we've... Did you hear what all those people were saying?
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public hasn't had a chance to really get to know her. It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little extreme sometimes. It's...
Oh, this is all Tear's fault! Paimon would pick him up and throw him across the room too if she could! Wait a second. You don't think Chiori might have gone looking for him, do you?
That would only make the situation worse for her. I'm sure Miss Chiori knows that too.
You've got a point. Let's just return to the boutique and see if she's there then.
Quest is currently involved in the quest journey day. Are you serious? What do you mean? Like 3 different quests in one. Again.
You're back! Huh? And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you.
What a pleasant surprise. I assume you'll be joining us for the game then?
Linny, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing too. Are you...
I'm more of a casual member, if any. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being a player for the first time.
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all.
If you're interested, I can give you a referral.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays out first, especially when it comes to the quality of the script. If it's sufficiently fun, then I'll join.
Do you participate in a lot of tabletop troop activities, Clarine?
You could say that. She's actually one of the few senior game masters of the troupe.
Ah, right. I knew about that even...
It's nothing.
Wow. Paimon's so used to see...
Surely you jest. I would never intentionally... I maintain a clear boundary between my
If
professional
you're wondering why
and
I'm
personal
skipping through
lives.
this, it's because
The
it's kind of
Musia
annoying
Court
that it
represents
makes me
mine
do
and my
separate
personal
quests
life.
in between
I'm
a
just
story
an
that I'm
ordinary
already
person.
doing.
Well, you say that, but
That's
for
the
all
one
the
thing
time
that
I've known
Genshin
you,
got
I don't think
wrong,
I've ever seen you
honestly.
cry. I've seen you get angry.
I was probably in work mode during those times.
Most likely a bug on my side, but I mean,
Well, in any case,
other than
I
that,
just
the
feel
story's
like
pretty
even if
good.
your
So you want to see me cry? That might be a little difficult.
No, that's not what I meant.
After this scene, it should allow me to go look at. Or not look.
Here, allow me to introduce you to the script manager.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Hello? Wait, are you a champion duelist too, Mr.
Oh, no. This is just the costume provided by the club.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It's nothing. It's the least we can do to give the players a more immersive experience. Anyway, allow me to give you a brief introduction of the script. This script was adapted from the real history of the Marushosei Hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
Paimon's not super familiar with the history of the Marushosei Hunters. Is that a problem?
Oh, no problem at all. I can give you a brief rundown. So, basically, Marushosei Hunters were people who dedicated themselves to hunting monsters and protecting the city by using a special swordsmanship technique passed down over generations. Their story can be traced back to the ancient Remurian dynasty, as well as the first hunter, Cassiodor. But I'll leave the finer details for you to seek out and discover later.
I wonder if Monsieur Novelette will be on this one. Probably not.
In that case, brave hunters, are you ready to set out on an unknown adventure?
No.
Whoa, just one sentence and it's like we're in the story already!
Aha, I see many a determined gaze before me. Very well, head over to this location and begin your heroic journey.
What happens if I don't want to?
As we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes?
It's the exact location of the scene, as well as the formal permission to use the... Please check all your belongings, everyone, and make sure you haven't forgotten anything. Once you're ready, please follow me to...
Sounds good!
All right.
Olaf, we're back! Oh, who's this?
Ah, this is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait, please don't say you're returning that dress too.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out, I'd be more than willing.
Ah, so you've come across that article as well?
Yeah, you probably don't know this, but after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chioria dress on my wedding day.
What?
My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes and how pretty they were. Being able to wear one of her dresses to my wedding has always been my dream.
And then?
And then, something happened to the business, and we ran into major mora problems. We were able to scrounge up enough to pay off our debts, but it left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she asked if something happened, and I told her everything. She heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit I paid would be enough for the dress, and that she'd be able to finish making it in time as well.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori to be a woman of her word.
It is good. It's just, after I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk into the room, and when he saw me, he froze on the spot.
Ah, what a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Well, see, that wasn't actually the issue. He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business. So as soon as he saw it, he knew for sure that it must have cost far more than what we paid.
Huh? So wait, that means...
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back. The fabric, accessories, beading, construction... It was all of the highest quality.
Miss Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about the boutique.
Huh? Well, if it would help Miss Chiori out, I wouldn't mind at all.
I think it'd go a long way. Your real experience is more—
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori come back here?
Huh? I thought you...
Well, we were.
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea.
In that case, why don't we split up?
Alright, sounds good.
I already know where she went. I doubt if it's the sea, though. How do I not have a teleporter? Off the cliff I go. End game, of course. I'm not wasting too much energy, because I do need to fly there. Yeet. Might as well get one of the... star. Hello. Like... I don't see her yet. Why is there a floating homunculus? I'm not going to question it. It's a flying bird. Huh. Never thought this would be here.
Whoa. They really have thought of everything. Even the phaetometer
Wait.
is here. And the phaetometer.
It's a card that's used to determine
Did I just get
What
bamboozled?
about all the dessert and tea? Is that...
That's what the message said.
Really? That's so nice.
Those snacks have Paimon's name written all over them.
I think you might be more of a snack hunter than a Mara Shosei.
Snack Hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found, Paimon will track down every last one.
The desserts are great. But I'm still looking forward to the story.
Just wait
more
until
than anything.
Paimon regains her memory.
Very fair.
Becomes that
Then,
same
let us
destructive god.
First, please pick up the
Traveler
blank
needs to redeem
character
his
card in front of
identity
you
as well.
and write down your name and profession.
Or I should say Ether.
You
Ether
can
really
find an
needs to get
abbreviated version of the
his
rules printed on the
memories
back of your
back.
character card. If you have
He was
any
equivalent to a
questions, feel free to
god
ask
before he
me.
lost his
In this story,
memories.
everyone is
Actually,
a
I'm pretty
Mara
sure he
Shosei
is a
hunter.
god
Ooh, nice.
As
from the
hunters, you have
original
proficiency
scene.
in-
Swordsmanship.
Why don't you share a character card then?
Huh. So, for the name,
Yep. It can be any name you like.
You can use your real name too if you want. I do that whenever I get too lazy to think of a new name.
oh, so it would be like experiencing a different life.
In that case, I think I'll continue to use the name Linny then.
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points that you can use to learn a number of skills.
I'll take persuasion and investigation.
Oh, those skills sound like they'd be useful for gathering intelligence.
So, should we also take those skills then?
Not necessarily. Since we're working together as a team, we could leave the negotiations to Navia and use our skill points to pick up other useful skills. For example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of hand. That will give us more options if we run into any situations we can't negotiate our way out of.
Oh, interesting. I wasn't thinking about it like that. Let me see. I'll take arts and performance.
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, Traveler?
Insight.
Oh, something that'll help you get a read on other people's thoughts. Sounds useful. Ooh, so you want to help people when they're injured. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these two skills? Sure, what do you want to learn?
There's only these.
Oh, something that'll help you get a read on other... Ooh, so you want to help people when... So what do you think? Are you sure you want...
I guess I have to choose those because there's no strength, which his abilities are all about strength. Insight and strength would be the best,
You
honestly.
all pick such classic skills. It's fine to go a little bit out of the box, you know.
Why do I get the feeling she's getting ready to cause trouble?
For example, this one here. Summon. Doesn't it sound super
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says, this skill can be used under certain circumstances to summon characters or creatures that fit the script's world-building rules.
The script's world-building rules, huh?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend. Just learn the skills that interest you, and the GM will take care of the rest.
Alright, you've convinced Paimon. Let's learn Summon, then. Paimon can't wait to see what kind of thing shows up.
Well, now that everyone's more or less finished creating their characters, we can begin. Since 2 of our players are doing this for the first time, though, let me ask. Would you like to play on easy mode or authentic mode?
What's the difference between the two?
Well, in role-playing games, the story sometimes changes based on the decisions of the players and the results of the fatometer.
Authentic.
For example, if you fail a check,
Authentic mode.
that means you cannot use the target skill in that scenario. A critical failure may even result in further negative consequences. If you choose
Sounds
to play
fun.
in authentic mode, every time you elect
Kill
to use a
everything,
skill,
destroy everything.
you'll need to use the fatometer
I'm
to
just
see whether
kidding.
you succeed or fail, and face any consequences that may follow.
Sounds fun. It's basically
Easy mode
D&D.
instead, every check will be successful by default, and you won't have to worry
Wait,
about
if it's
luck
D&D,
playing a
I'm gonna
factor.
completely hack. I mean, I can't. I wish I could actually. The playing card to death. It's exactly D&D. I really want to use my double-edged sword or double-edged character.
Easy mode. I'd feel bad if I brought
I
the team
choose
down by failing my
Bloodson,
checks. Huh? Oh, come on. Don't worry about
the
that.
devil of
RNG is the
devastation.
lifeblood of role-playing games. I'm going with authentic mode for sure. Never knowing what you might have to overcome. Ugh, doesn't that sound exciting?
I'd rather be mentally prepared for what might happen.
All right, then I'll mark down Farina for easy mode. All her checks will be successful by default. As usual, Navia and Linny will play on authentic mode.
What about you, dear partner? How would you like to play?
I like a challenge. I ain't scared, unlike Farina. Authentic.
Are you sure?
Trust me, you'll see the beauty of RNG. Honestly, I don't think Clorand would make things too difficult for us.
No promises.
That wasn't super reassuring.
You want to fight?
Anyway,
Let's
enough talk.
fight.
Let's get started.
Speaking of the story, why is the beginning scene on a beach?
Well, that's because a long time ago, back when human civilization was still in its infancy, powerful demons and evil sorcerers ruled over the land. Soon, a group of human rebels.
What in the D&D? It's
Sometime
Conria.
later, as a member of the Marachose Hunters, as you inhale, you can taste the slightly salty air of the docks. Your eyes meet, and you realize the
You're all Marachose
It's
hunters too,
exactly
right?
D&D.
Allow me to introduce myself. The name's Navia, monster hunter by trade and helpful neighborhood businesswoman on the side. What say you to traveling together? We can help each other out on the road.
Okay, count me in. My name is Linny. I've been wandering since I was little and picked up a few less than legal tricks along the way.
Do we?
I was adopted by a Marachose hunter and later chose to follow in his footsteps.
Is this where you introduce your character? My name is Farina, and, I grew up in a noble family.
First D&D. This is a first D&D experience. I was never this nervous, really, because we were on computer screens. But, I mean... Oh god, I remember what happened when the assassin came.
Hey,
My,
that's really cool.
my character was so overpowered
Exactly how it's done.
when he rages.
Friend and companion to this Marachose hunter right here.
I've been studying medicine ever since I was a child. I want to do my part to eradicate these monsters and use what I've learned to heal others.
Oh, welcome.
Why do I have to pick the stupid stuff?
I'll make
Like,
sure to charge in
why?
front to give everyone some
I
cover. You can
am
take care of the healing at the back.
the most powerful character in the game.
to the honorable and trustworthy Marachose
I have plot
hunters.
armor. I shouldn't
Our
be a
kingdom is
doctor.
The lands outside the capital have been overtaken by
But
monsters.
yeah, my character in D&D is a double-edged sword. Basically, it's level 100. I know most characters are level 20 is the max, and all stuff, skills can only go up to 100. Maybe, depending on your D&D campaign. But that's the way that we played it for our first time.
Scriptwriter must have used a
And
real-world city as a reference when coming
the
up with the map.
same level assassin girl snuck up behind us and decided to train us. I didn't take the assassin girl too lightly, because in the D&D campaign this NPC was acting cocky. So I decided to rage, and all my stats went to infinity, which you might think is overpowered, but she had the power to copy powers. I had the power to take powers and keep those said powers. So she took my powers, or copied my powers that I've already taken, used that to copy into her powers, and use my mirror of reflection. What that does is it reflects any damage of magic or non-magic, anything, and reflect it back to you with times 10 amount of damage, like way more than what you shot it. And let's just say I wrote a nat 13. She wrote a nat 14. How does that even happen? I don't know. The D&D boss, or whatever you want to call him, the dungeon master, looked at the script. He's the one who made the script, and he doesn't know what happened. He played the NPC, or his friend played the NPC, and even they don't know what happened. He redid the script, and the exact same thing happened. We don't know how it happened, and I still have nightmares to this day. Gather information. I don't want to gather information.
You find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Off with their head.
Greetings, friend. Lovely weather we're having today, don't you think?
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right. The weather today is quite lovely.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer. If we keep asking questions...
Oh, come now, don't be sad. Life is all about
Huh?
I don't think that's the kind of question we're supposed to ask.
Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food. How about some macarons? I could make you some.
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill proficiencies.
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse me for saying this, but you don't really look like a chef. Besides, I'm not really a fan of sweets.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. You're really starting to remind me of this one friend of mine. Hey, did she just... me?
Glorian must have broke character for a second.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Traveler, maybe you can think of something.
The results of insight checks aren't disclosed to the players, so I'll be the one consulting the fatometer. You recall all the lessons you've learned in your time and begin to carefully observe the woman's mannerisms. You notice that when she's quiet, she has an empty look in her eyes, as if her thoughts have drifted to a place far, far away. So you noticed. That's a little embarrassing. A horde of monsters suddenly appeared near the capital recently, so all the guards were dispatched to fight
Easy, I'll
them.
just do what I always do. Cast planetary devastation and destroy the whole world. I can only cast that spell. I specifically made it where I can only cast that spell when I'm in my rage state as a last resort. And I have to hit a nat 20.
Do you know where he
And there's only one person in the party who can calm my character down, which they have to roll a nat 10.
He couldn't even tell me where they
I
were
made it
sending
easy
him.
for them.
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those monsters as soon as possible. We sincerely hope your husband will be able to return.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry. We'll find him. We don't always get to choose what happens to us. But we do get to choose the little things, like what we eat and how we respond to the things life throws our way. I hope that one day
I'll do my best. You bid farewell to the woman and continue your journey further into the city. As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Although he doesn't seem very friendly, merchants are usually a good source of information, right?
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to ask a question if I may.
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
How about this much?
What do you take me for? Some lowly beggar? You can't even buy half an onion with that amount.
Surely an onion can't be that expensive.
What do you know? War's nearly upon us. Everything costs several times what it did before.
Whoa, what a nasty guy. Maybe we shouldn't even bother talking to him.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something? Sir, we came to this city to solve the very problem you seem to be referring to. The war... If you happen to be well informed and know a thing or two about what's going on, we'd appreciate it if you could share that information with us. After all, the sooner this problem gets resolved, the easier it will be for you to do your business.
Ooh, actually, that's good. Successful.
Well, things are basically as you said, young lady. Those monsters are camped outside the city, and they've been destroying all our trade routes. We have limited reserves within the city, so if this continues, we're all gonna be in big trouble.
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in place to distribute supplies or maintain order?
We could all starve and those nobles in the palace wouldn't even break a sweat. Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monsters all along.
That is concerning.
All right. That's all the information you need, right? Off with you now. I've still got business to do.
You know, if you smiled a little more, you'd definitely get more business.
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach. Still immersed in his own thoughts, he shakes his head and lets out a long sigh.
This guy seems promising enough. Maybe I can get some information. Hello, sir. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Wait, you're...
I'm...
Oh, dear goodness! You're a Marashose hunter!
You recognize us? Ah, are you?
Yes! Oh, I didn't expect you to actually come! Oh, what great news!
What happened here?
Alas, we once lived comfortable, carefree lives. This city, however, monsters have once again surrounded the city. Perhaps the seal that kept them at bay has lost its power. Or perhaps an evil sorcerer has been meddling in our affairs.
Are there not...
It's not a question of numbers. Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. What's worse, when I was a child, though, my grandfather would tell me stories about how the Marashose hunters drove back. On the off chance, to be perfectly honest, I was starting to think all those stories were just tall tales.
Well, you can rest easy, friend. The righteous and formidable Marashose hunters are on
This
the
reminds
case.
me of
The
D&D.
man is touched by your determination and resolve. His eyes...
Still, if we are going to hunt the monsters, we need to know where to find them.
All I know is that the area outside this... Oh, although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road, you should run into a group of guards. They might know more about where to find the monsters.
I see.
All right. They're actively working with them. Even one of our kind...
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I feel bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer him up?
Like, now? Is this really the right time?
I appreciate your kindness, but for now, it's more important to focus on the crisis at hand. Brave hunters, I leave the future of this kingdom to you.
I do not think that you will do that,
If I
honestly.
understood correctly, there are currently 2 problems in the kingdom that need solving, right?
Alas, there's only one thing to do.
Exactly. We need to defeat the monster.
But which problem should we tackle?
Well,
It is
this seems
not.
like a good moment for a break. Take some time.
I really didn't expect the people in the city to keep us at arm's length like that.
Well, Clarin said the script took cues from the real history of Fontaine, right? Maybe the real-life Marashosei hunters were also treated like that.
I wouldn't say it's a perfect representation of history, but there are definitely some similarities. Would you like to hear more about it?
Sure. As long as it doesn't spoil anything in the script.
Paimon wants to know too! The hunters were super powerful.
No. All Marashosei hunters were ordinary mortal fighters.
Huh? So you mean anyone could become a Marashosei?
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the rigorous training and master the swordsmanship techniques. Still, most people dropped out at the early stages, and others called it quits the minute they saw a monster in person. To become a hunter, you must be strong in both body and mind.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly?
The land of Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Remuria. After that dynasty fell, monsters began to appear, intent on obstructing humans from establishing a new social order. One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army of golems. He sought to use that force to establish himself as king.
Now wait a second. Don't tell me that guy was the inspiration for the evil sorcerer in the script. We still haven't found any in-game information on him yet. So, why don't you talk about someone else for now?
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game. But if you want me to talk about something else, then... How about Casiodor, the Golden Hunter? Or Egeria, the ex-Hydro Archon?
Wait, but those people are all from a super long time ago. Where did you learn all this, Clarin?
From my master.
Huh. By master, you mean Miss Petronia?
Someone you know?
Absolutely. Miss Petronia and my father were good friends. Back in the day, she would often bring Clorand over to play, but then...
Let's not get off topic. Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Something
Responding
smells
to Egeria's
fishy.
call, a number of warriors followed Casiodor. Yet, as Fontaine entered an era of peace, their work gradually became
I see. That explains why most of the people in the script have forgotten the hunters or think of them as nothing more than a legend.
Is that really a bad thing, though? It can
Yeah,
get tough always
depends,
being
honestly.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose.
Yeah, called
If
it.
the name of the organization no longer commands respect, investigative work is bound to suffer.
Speaking of investigations, which problem should we tackle first? Monsters or evil sorcerer?
I vote monsters. That's the main duty of the hunters, right? We can come back to the sorcerer later.
Well said, Miss Farina. Plus, if the sorcerers really are the masterminds behind this whole thing, defeating the monsters could give us some clues on their intentions as well.
What about you, partner? What do you think? It's decided then.
All right. After some discussion.
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
You there! Outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build and a determined expression in his eyes. Just one look, and you can tell he's fought in his fair share of battles. Although he's trying his best to conceal his current state, his uneven gait and the sweat dripping down. I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you sneaking around the city earlier, so I'll only ask this once. State your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Wow, it's been a while since someone's been this suspicious of us.
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
Have you ever heard of the Marchese Hunters?
Marachose hunters? Ha! That fairy tale, you mean? What, do you expect me to believe you're one of them?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If I always let it go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yes.
Using your knowledge of medicine, you're able to deduce that the injury on his calf was a monster's doing, and the wound has already begun to fester. As you check him over, he looks at you with suspicion and retracts his injured leg further back.
I'm a doctor by trade. Please, let me redress your wound. You don't have to suffer like this.
The man appears somewhat disgruntled at having been exposed, but soon relents and raises his leg for you to take a better look. He allows you to apply a poultice of specialized medicine to the wound, and it appears to bring him much relief. The tension in his brow eases. All right. Guess you lot might actually be real Marachose hunters after all. In any case, you've successfully treated my wound. So, what do you want to know?
Do you know where we
Easy
can find the
enough.
monsters? Or the other guards who are
Easy
fighting them?
enough.
He informs you of the various locations where monsters have appeared. He looks in that general direction with a pained gaze, as if a thin, invisible thread is pulling on his wound. Some of our new recruits have never even dealt with a petty thief, and now they're out there fighting monsters. If it weren't for this cursed leg.
Oh, please, sir. Don't get too worked up. You need to focus on your recovery. Just leave the monsters to us. We're Marchose hunters after all.
Hearing you say that, a glimmer of hope flashes in his eyes. But it disappears almost as quickly as it came. Those monsters aren't easy to deal with. But if you insist on going, I won't stop you either. I just hope all the guards will be able to come back to their families alive. I wish you the best of luck.
Alright, so the only one that's kind of selling on this team is her.
The captain said the monster should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
She is selling hard.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards. Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. Quick, leave this place. Turn around and don't look back, they yell. It doesn't seem like there's any information to be gained from the area up ahead. You conclude that this area is best left unexplored at this time.
This is the place he mentioned, right?
You see broken iron swords scattered all around you, and downed trees riddled with terrifying claw marks. All the signs point to one thing. A truly devastating battle just took place here.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might still be around.
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged. They close in on you without fear, You get the impression that
A little help here! This thing wants to eat Paimon!
your battle round begins now.
Never fails. Never fails.
This one's got your
Die.
name on it!
Okay, holy power. Lenny, I choose you.
Disappear.
Karina, Operation.
The next battle round
Easy.
begins now.
Nope.
Feeling lucky?
Step right up.
It's
The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment before dissipating into thin air.
Ugh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marashose Hunter class came with all those preset skill points. Otherwise, we would have been in some real trouble.
I never knew the photometer even determines the amount of damage you inflict. If you get unlucky, isn't it just game over right then and there?
That's part of the fun. The uncertainty of fate is what gives these games their appeal.
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
A suspicious lump. Wait, could it be?
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so it should be fine for me to touch it, right?
As you investigate the mound, you discover that the exposed portion appears to be made of wood. It was previously obscured by the large form of the monsters. With the monsters gone, the small protrusion now awaits your discovery, poking out of the ground like a shy flower bud.
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
With everyone's help, you successfully excavate the wooden chest from the ground. Even without opening it, you can tell from the mora and jewels scattered around the chest that it must contain quite the fortune.
Makes sense. We worked hard for this. Let's open it and we can share what's inside.
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it. Doesn't it seem like there are people out there who need this treasure more than us?
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all those guards who got hurt fighting the monsters. Wouldn't it be better if we gave the treasure to them?
Wait, is that how it works? Paimon thought since we were the ones to dig it up, we could just take it for ourselves.
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game can impact the future course of the
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're Marshose hunters. What if they think we procured the treasure illegally? They might...
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe we can come up with an explanation in advance.
Well, if donating it could cause that much trouble, why don't we use it to buy some gear and fill up on good food? Then we'll be ready to fight even more bad guys.
Looks like you're facing a difficult choice once again. Well, it's getting late. Why don't we call it a day for now?
Wow! Where did the time go?
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the story is particularly enticing, but I feel like I could almost keep going.
Here, here. Ooh, how about we
I'm not sure I'll have enough energy for that.
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will give me an earful if I get home too late.
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part of the story anyway.
Huh? Another location?
Mm-hmm. There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor set for the next part of the script.
Whoa, they really pulled out all the stops for this new script.
Well, even if we end the game for the day, we can still stay a little longer and hear Clarion finish her story, right? Paimon wants to hear more about the history of the Hunters.
Something tells me you just want to finish the free desserts before we break for the day.
That's just a coincidence, okay? Besides, the Paimon not finishing free food feels even worse than having to buy your own. And anyway, Paimon really does want to hear more about Cloran's master.
Well...
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern, but it's all in the past. It won't do any harm to share these things now.
Paimon doesn't know how to read the room.
My earliest memories are of living with Master. According to her, she saved me from certain people of ill repute.
What a heavy beginning for a life story.
Master was a fascinating individual, if inexperienced in the ways of raising children. My first ever toy was a short sword. Although I suppose it wasn't so much a toy as something Master removed from her waist and handed to a noisy child in need of distraction.
Oh wait, so she handed an actual sword to a child? Isn't that dangerous? Did you hurt yourself?
Of course I did. I cut my palm and bled quite a lot. But Master was not concerned. She just stood there and casually lectured me about it. See, that's what you get for not holding the sword properly, she told me. She then crouched down next to me and said, "Give me your hand. I'll teach you to bandage this wound. After that, it's time to learn how to truly hold a blade."
Excuse me for asking this, Clorand, but how old were you exactly when all this happened?
Probably around, 3, give or take.
3? Isn't that when most kids are still struggling to hold a fork?
As I said, Master was rather inexperienced in the ways of raising children. She believed trial and error was the best way to teach a child what they're capable of.
I'm not so sure this is a question.
That's how the 90s were. Or 90s and 60s were,
Didn't see
just
anything wrong with her
saying.
ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised. Oh, she did bring me back a pet
Now, I
from India
wasn't
once.
born in the
It was a
90s or
Geobishop
60s, I just know how they were.
Bishop Hatchley? For a pet? That seems even more dangerous.
What she said was this: make sure to get along.
Every worst nightmare from the 60s to the 90s, probably longer.
And how old
The
were you when this
telephone,
happened?
known as the telephone booth. Would you like to make a collect call?
Well,
Do you accept these charges?
No, I lost.
No,
So
I
you're
don't
saying
want
you
to
actually
accept
became
charges.
The Geobishop's pet?
Yes, but only for a week.
There's a
By the
meme
end of
for
that
it. It's
week,
like,
I defeated it in combat.
yes, I'd like to make a
And
collect
we've shared
call
a
to
cordial
yada
relationship
yada
ever
yada.
since.
And it goes,
that
they have
really
to
doesn't sound
think
like the kind of childhood someone
about
should
what to
have.
say, and they have to do it in such a weird way that the person giving the telephone marker to the next
She was a
line,
Marshosei hunter.
so that way they don't
I
catch
never
it.
heard her bring up her
They have
own
to be
parents.
so creative
Thanks to
and
her,
talk
I
as
learned how
fast
to
as
navigate the
possible.
forest by the age of 6, and could hunt monsters in the wild
And
by
then
myself
it's
the
like, do
year
you
after
accept
that.
these charges? No.
Even though the training she subjected
You
me
have to
was
listen to it very
she
carefully.
always made sure to take
Back
me
in the
traveling
day,
when
they
she had
didn't
the
have
time.
no free
We
stuff.
met many of her friends during those
It was
days.
very
That was
expensive to make
also
a
how I met
collect
Mr.
call.
Palace and his family.
But
I still remember the first time we met. You
now
were
they
too
don't have to
scared
do
join
that,
our
and I
picnic
bet they're
and
very
hid
happy.
behind Ms. Petronia the whole time.
I only know those
still
two stories as
hadn't
well
really
as
met my
videos,
age at that time,
as well as
so I didn't know
facts
how
and
to
history,
interact with
but
others.
After that, though, you started coming over a lot.
it still
You
pains
love
me to
challenging
see
people to
people
shooting
not know the
competitions, remember?
VHSs.
I don't think many
I
members of the
grew
Spina
up in
ever
the
beat you in one of those.
2000s
I had a
era.
lot of fun during those days.
VHS tapes were the best, as well
I
as
enjoyed
VHS
them too.
players.
Oh, do you remember that one time we went exploring around the Spina together? We overheard Papa call you. We tried to pretend like we never heard anything.
Don't
but
need no
You
electricity.
nearly let it slip that one time.
Or I should say, you don't need no Wi-Fi, no nothing. All you need is a cable, a plug-in, and a TV.
Protector of justice.
That's all you need.
Oh, wait, you
Plug
mean
in everything,
that vigilante
and put in
hero
your
from 20
VHS
years
tape.
ago?
No lightning, no
The one
nothing
who
can
was
disturb
always
it.
active at night?
It was the best.
Yep, that would be her. She often would put on a black cloak and go out at night. I never knew where she went or what she was doing. Until, like Navia said, we overheard the truth from Mr. Callis that night.
20 years ago, huh? I still remember the guards leaving all kinds of witness reports about her and her—
My apologies.
Oh, there's no need to apologize. You had nothing to do with it. And anyway, everything she did was for a good cause. Although, calling herself the Protector of Order was a bit much. Especially when she deliberately operated outside the law.
Huh? When did the Protector of Justice become the Protector of Order?
Oh, she had a bunch of code names. I heard she would just come up with a name on the spot whenever she was asked. Later on, she probably got sick of answering those questions and decided to stick to just two. The Protector of Justice and the Protector of Order.
That sounds like her, all right. I bet she forgot which of the two she'd use by the time she got back each night.
Well, she certainly sounds like a fascinating individual.
It's true. I always wanted to become
Lenny,
like
you
her.
can't say nothing, Mr. Patui.
Powerful, independent, and with a strong sense of conviction. But... She suddenly disappeared the night I turned 10 years old.
Disappeared? What happened?
I have no idea. She didn't even leave a note. That night, I was celebrating my birthday at Navia's house. But Master never came to pick me up. When I returned home on my own, it was to an empty house. When she still didn't appear after a few days, I went to Mr. Callis's house to ask about her whereabouts. But he only shook his head.
Papa probably didn't know either. I know he sent a few people to investigate the matter in secret, but they never found any credible leads.
Don't worry, I understand. To be perfectly honest, given Master's personality and way of doing things, it all made a lot of sense. If I had to guess, I'd say she probably used it as an opportunity to force me to become independent. Just like how, when a litter of kittens reaches a certain age, the mother willingly leaves them behind.
Were you upset, Clorand?
I was at first, but not anymore. I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
Well, despite everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest champion duelist in all of Fontaine. You're practically a living symbol of law and justice.
I suspect my position would be far too by the books for her. Master always did whatever she pleased. But you're right. I suppose I do take after her in some ways.
Who knew Clorand had such an interesting past? I never had the chance to ask her about it, and I wonder if— oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorand and Navia are probably thinking something similar. The mood just got super awkward all of a sudden.
Well, anyway. Would you look at the time? It's getting dark, so we should probably call it a day for real this time.
I had a great time today, Miss Clorand. Thank you for being our GM.
Anytime.
The script was good, but I've got to say, your childhood stories were even better. Hey, you should tell us more about that fight against the Geo-Bishop sometime.
You could be right.
What does she mean, onto something? I certainly don't know any 5-year-olds who want to fight a bishop in their spare time. Guess I'll head back as well. I need to save my energy if I want to continue enjoying the story tomorrow.
You're that excited to hear about my fight with the bishop?
I was talking about the script.
Alright. I'm going to leave that here, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help me out a lot, as well as help me grow. And be sure to follow my personal artist, Maddie. And the code word for this video, to make sure you guys watched it to the end, comment the word ether as the character that I'm playing right now. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.